Happy Halloween! Yogi here. Doing well, hope you're doing well. I am on my way up to the last Appleton Haunted History and Mystery Tour for 2025, tonight at 7 p.m. I just thought I'd hop on here quick. Wish all my subscribers, viewers. Oh, there's a cop. I hope I don't get pulled over because I wear a Jason mask on. But I might. You never know. Let's see. Does Yogi get pulled over on live stream? He's not coming, so that's a good thing. I wonder if people even notice I have a mask on. But I thought I'd hop on here quick and say, Happy Halloween, folks. You guys doing anything cool tonight? Comment below. Let me know. I can't believe it's Halloween already. This month just flies by because it's my favorite month of the year. I love fall. And it's just... after tonight, I'm going to have those doldrums. I'm going to be feeling down. Knowing that I got to wait another year. Just like when you were a kid and you had to wait another year for your birthday or Christmas, that's how I feel with Halloween. I just feel like, oh man, after tonight it's over. Well, tomorrow there's actually like haunted houses and stuff open yet. That's starting to rain. It wasn't supposed to rain. It better not rain, because we got our last Haunted History and Mystery Tour tonight. It's starting to sprinkle a little bit. How's everybody doing? Happy Halloween. If you want to comment below, say hi, hello. I'll try to answer your comments, but I thought, I'm driving up to Appleton, 60 miles with my Jason Voorhees mask on. See if anybody notices. Excuse me. Yes, Halloween. My favoriteest time of the year. What are you folks doing tonight? Anybody who's on here, comment below. Let me know what you're doing tonight. You going out? You staying home? If anybody just got on here, I'm heading up to the last Appleton Haunted History and Mystery Tour for this year. That's tonight at 7 o'clock. It's up in Appleton, Wisconsin. So I'm looking forward to it. Can't believe it's the end of the season already. We actually do tours year-round if people get enough people to do one, like corporate events or weddings, bachelorette parties, stuff like that. We'll do tours throughout the year, only during from April till October, through October, because the other half of the year the weather just gets too icky. Our goal is to get a bus, a shorter bus, like a 15-passenger van or a bus or something, short bus. Throughout the year or more. But hello, I just thought I'd in here, see if anybody's out here, and just talk for a little bit. I hope you liked the last episode I did, which was, my goodness, what was the last episode I did? I don't remember. I think it was the fall colors. And then I had a members only pop up for a little bit. For yesterday, my members only was just one of those getting in the car and driving around and checking out stuff. Well, it's pretty cool stuff. And next week, it's back to regularly scheduled programming. Next week, it'll be small towns. It'll be, I think, Almond and Wautoma, Wisconsin. I think that's my next one that's going to drop. And Yeah, it's starting to rain. They said it wasn't going to rain tonight. I hope it doesn't rain because it's our last tour. So what are you folks doing this weekend? What are you doing tonight for Halloween? Do you celebrate Whoa, that sounded terrible. Do you celebrate Halloween or do you not celebrate Halloween? Comment below. I'll turn my camera around so you can see what it looks like out here. And I'll take my mask off. Woo! Actually, I want to drive the whole way up to Appleton. I got like 60 miles to go. And I want to drive the whole way with my mask on. See if people notice. I didn't know if I was going to go between Friday the 13th or Halloween, Michael Myers, but I like Friday the 13th. I don't even know if I'm going to dress up tonight on the tour. We do have a costume contest going on tonight. And trivia, horror trivia, and prizes and gifts and all sorts of cool stuff for the last tour of the season. So if anybody's in the Appleton, Oshkosh, Green Bay, Neenah, Menasha, Fond du Lac, if you're in the area, you got 2 hours to go on to www.spooksandspirittours.com and book a tour. $20 person, and it's about a 2 hour, at least 2 hour tour, depending on how the people interact with us and the questions and stuff like that. It's at least a 2 hour tour. And you get to learn about a darker side of Appleton, Wisconsin you never knew existed. So let's turn the camera around and see how it's see what the colors are like, fall colors. Colors are looking, well, we're past peak, but there's still some pretty good colors for this time of year, being the end of October, the last day of October. I gotta take this mask off. I was gonna wear it the whole time, but I'm just getting too warm and I'm starting to sweat in it. So, this is the area known as Colesville, folks. Colesville, Wisconsin. That house on the left that's being blocked right now by these state park stickers my wife has is really cool. It's like an old log cabin. You know, now, sorry, I had to clear my throat. Now it gets kind of tough as far as filming. Trying to get, now filming gets a little bit harder. There's still a lot to film, still a lot to do, but just harder because when the snow starts flying and it gets really, really cold out, I don't feel like going anywhere. But I'm gonna have to. Today it's beautiful. It's 47 degrees right now. It was like a high in the low to mid 50s, I think, which ain't bad considering it's the end of October. When we did our first Appleton Haunted Histories and Mysteries tour in 2019 at the end of the year, we had a tour on Halloween and it snowed and raining, and we had to cancel that last tour. So we're hoping tonight. Whereabouts are we heading today? I'm heading up to, oh, excuse me. I'm heading up to Appleton, Wisconsin. My sister and I, we run a haunted history and mystery tour up there. So I've been heading up there every Friday and Saturday, most Fridays and Saturdays to do the tour. It's about 60 miles one way away from where I live. So I've been heading up there and I'm looking forward to it. It's the last tour. We got a pretty big group tonight, which is I was surprised actually because I didn't think we were going to have a big group tonight, being Halloween night and all. But we got a pretty big group. So tell your brother to come on up. We're only, yeah, you're only about 10 miles away. 15 maybe. I like Oshkosh, cool area. I like the EAA museum. I like the downtown area. It's pretty cool. I'd like to do a ghost tour, get a ghost tour going there in Oshkosh. I think there's actually one that goes on down there, but I don't know, because we're so busy doing our tour during the season. I never get a chance to really check out other tours or check out much of anything. Actually, I actually stepped back these last 2 years because I wanted to try to do more Halloween stuff for my YouTube channel, and I just don't have the time. I just find it hard to find the time to do it, like haunted attractions. And to be honest, a lot of the haunted attractions in Wisconsin that I've dealt with. Oh, you live in New Glarus? I love New Glarus too. I did an episode on New Glarus, was it last year? Yeah, I think last year I visited New Glarus. Nice little town, nice Swiss buildings, and of course you got New Glarus Brewery out there, and yeah, it's a cool little area. I like the depot that they have. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I like New Glarus. Cool area. The Driftless region. I love that area. I don't know if technically New Glarus is in the Driftless region. Oh, cool. Well, thank you very much. I'm trying to see your name. I think it says Max. I hope I'm not saying it wrong, but the either Matt or Max. Well, thank you very much. I don't mean to get your name wrong if I am, but the messages pop up and then they disappear while I'm trying to read them. Plus, I'm on the freeway driving 75 miles an hour, so I got to be careful here. Matt, excellent. Well, thank you, Matty. I appreciate you commenting and watching the videos. And thank you. Thank you very, very much. What are you doing tonight? Anything interesting that for Halloween? You got anything going on? Or are you just kicking it home? Or anybody else want to comment who's watching? Go right ahead. It's going to take me about, I should get up to Appleton around 6 o'clock. And I got to stop by my sister's house because she's having car issues and I have a diagnostic reader. So I'm going to hook it up to her car and see if I can get stuff fixed. Nope, I'm kicking it up at home with all the activities downtown tonight. Nice. Nothing wrong with that. I don't drink. I don't do any of that stuff. So I probably would be doing the same thing. Just sitting at home watching horror movies if I wasn't going up to Appleton. But Appleton gives me something to do, and it's fun, and people seem to enjoy it. So it's cool. I'm not liking this cloud cover though, because according to the Weather Channel, it wasn't supposed to rain. And now it's kind of looking like it might. Which I hope it doesn't. I mean, I have umbrellas. Or no, I don't actually. I left my umbrella in my car. I saw, let me see if I can get that back. Oh, there we go. Okay. Stop. YouTube, stop putting stuff up there. I told them Mooch from Chicago Fire. Mooch. I've never watched that show. I've heard good things about it, but I've never watched it. I don't have cable, but I suppose you could pretty much nowadays just go anywhere and watch those, download the seasons and stuff, pay for them and watch them, or you could probably even watch them on YouTube. People probably put them up there. But I have never watched Chicago Hope, or Chicago Fire, Chicago Hope. I think there's a Chicago Hope too. I don't know. There seems to be a lot of Chicago-based TV shows that have been on or are on. Yeah, Peacock. I like Peacock only because it's NBC Universal, and I'm a big fan of the Universal classic horror. But I don't have to do that anymore because Peacock too. I mean, you get some stuff free, but not a whole lot. They end up charging you for a majority of the stuff that's on there. But I'm a big fan of the Universal Classic Monsters, and I finally got them, the whole, well, they say it's a complete collection on Blu-ray, but it's not the complete collection in my opinion. There's a lot of stuff that's not on it, but beggars can't be choosers. It's just nice to have that stuff. I'll actually probably watch the Universal Horror stuff on Sunday, or maybe even tomorrow after I get done working, and while I'm taking down my Halloween stuff. It just goes too quick. October goes by too quick. Where are we now? I think we're just south of Elmira, Wisconsin. Yeah, we're just south of Elmira. And, you know, don't forget, tomorrow night, fall back, set your clocks back an hour, get an extra hour of partying or whatever you're gonna do, but then it's gonna be dark out at 5:30, and it only gets shorter from there. Come on, car, hurry up past me so I can get over. Come on, car, seriously? I'm pretty much going to be waiting for school football. Oh, watching school football? Cool. Is it the playoffs? I didn't see the bottom there. Johnson Creek, and did it say Cassville? Cassville versus Johnson Creek. Nice. I went to Pulaski High School in Milwaukee, and we were, boy, oh boy. You know, I can't remember the last time. Oh, Potosi. Okay. I can't remember the last time. Geez, I don't even know if Pulaski ever went to state. They were kind of like the when I went to high school, Pulaski was kind of the laughing stock of the Pulaski Rams in Milwaukee is where I went. On the south side of Milwaukee. We were kind of like the laughing stock sports-wise, period. The teams that always kicked our butt, Milwaukee Tech, all the time. Those guys kicked our butts all the time. Pretty much anybody did. Oh, nice. You know, it happens. It's, you know, what you just mentioned, what you just said about absolutely getting clobbered reminds me of the Brewers this year. They had such a great season, and then they go to play Los Angeles, a team they owned during the regular season, and they got trounced. They got swept 4 games. It's like it was a totally different team playing those 4 games. It's like, what happened to the Brewers of all season long? It would have been great to see the Brewers win in honor of Euchre because, you know, he passed earlier this year. That would have been awesome, an awesome storyline, everything, you know. It would have stunk because Euchre would have, you know, you wish Euchre would have been there to see it. But in spirit, he sees it, and you just thought the Brewers maybe had something that could get to the World Series this year, and they just went to L.A. and, well, actually, they lost the 2 at home, and then they went to L.A. and just got clobbered. Man, did not look like the team that played all year long. They just ran out of gas. But that happens a lot in sports. You see these teams that do so well during the season, and then they run into some opponent you think they're going to whoop, and they get whooped. I don't know if I should put my mask back on. I'm on the freeway now. See if we can get some looks. Let's put the mask back on. For anybody who's wondering what I'm doing, I'm putting on my Jason Voorhees mask. Whoa, I got my mask on upside down. Oh, no, I don't. Whee! Don't do this at home, kids. There, now I got my mask on. Let me turn the camera around. Hi! Here I am. Chase it, chase it, chase it. All right, there's a car I'm pulling up to here. I'm gonna turn and look at him while I'm driving. Well, I'm gonna keep my eye on the road, but I'm gonna kind of look at him. He didn't look. Oh, man. I know I just saw a message from Matt. Hold on, let me see here. I loved following the Cubs and Brewers in the playoffs. You know, I thought the Brewers were going to lose it in that series. I'm surprised they came back and won Game 5. Because I thought, seriously, they were up, 2-0? And then they went to Chicago. Or wait, was it 2 at home, 1 away, 1 at home? I don't know. Anyways, I thought the Brewers were going to lose it to the Cubs. I really thought if they get past the Cubs, they had a real shot of going to the World Series. Because I thought if they get LA, they owned LA all year long. And I thought, piece of cake, man, we're going to be going to the World Series. And then they got LA, and they got whooped. I gotta take that thing off. It gets too sweaty. At least in the car, it gets too sweaty. So what's new? What's new with Yogi? Well, let's see. Over the last week, earlier this week, I had to drop $1,300 on my car. $1,300. I took it in. I need brakes because my brakes started grinding. So he calls me back. I took it down Sunday to the guy who does the work on our cars. He lives in Cedarburg, and his shop's in Cedarburg. So we took it over there and told him I needed brakes, and he's done like the next day at like 9:30 in the morning on a Monday. He's done it like Monday 9:30. He calls me up. He says brakes are done, $580. I'm like, cool. However, then comes the but. And so he then starts to tell me, because I do so much driving. I do so much driving for coming up here for the tours and back. I do so much driving, work, doing Uber and DoorDash. I'm always driving. And then when I'm doing my episodes, I do a lot of driving. So I'm doing tons and tons of driving on these, let's be honest, these roads in Wisconsin, aren't the greatest. So I'm driving on these roads. All of a sudden, next thing you know, I thought it was just brakes that had to be done. And he's like, yeah, the brakes are done, $580. But, so here comes the but you got these problems. So he goes over this list of stuff. I got some tie rod issues. And I've had these tie rods replaced on my car probably 2 or 3 times already, but I just do so much driving on these roads that, smoke. Where's the smoke coming from? Oof. Is there a fire? Couldn't see anything. Anyways, so I'm sitting there, and he's going over the other things that are wrong. Control arm issue again. And I've had issues with control arms. Again, it's to be expected, all the miles I'm putting on my car. And I've been looking at the tires on my car, and the tread's I got these tires last year, literally a year ago. Not even a year ago. I got the tires. I bought them in November, and I had them put on my car in December. And it's only been 10, 11 months, and I have to get new tires on my car already because the tires that I bought are worn down already. Because I do so much driving. So that was how the beginning of my week went, having to drop $1,300 and some dollars. I think it was like $1,341 on my car to get it fixed. And I uploaded, I think it was the fall episode. It was like 7 minutes long, the fall drive. I would have loved to have captured it on a sunny day. It would have looked a lot better. But unfortunately, the day I was out driving and filming, it was cloudy. So I ended up having I kind of liked it though. It still kind of looked, the leaves still look pretty nice. Right now, there's still some nice popping, but most of the stuff is gone now. And then I had the members only episode drop yesterday. And well, actually, I upload them on Wednesday, so you can actually see them on Wednesday. I don't put a schedule up on it or anything. I just, for those people who are members, they get to see ad-free episodes. And once I get a bigger base of members and patrons, my goal is to have contests, to have members only live streams, but I need more support. I have one patron and one YouTube member as of right now. So until that expands, there's really not a whole lot, I could do. So if anybody wants to support the channel and you like the content you see and you like seeing my ugly mug, you can either go on Patreon or you can become a member on the YouTube channel. And I would greatly appreciate it, folks, because it helps. What it does is it helps offset costs related to the channel. Gas, wear and tear on the car, getting my car fixed. So if that's something that appeases you and you might want to help support the channel, please do so. I would appreciate it. I appreciate your support by subscribing and liking these videos and live streams and stuff. But it would be nice to get a little bit of a bigger following as far as patrons and YouTube members. Again, it helps offset costs related to this channel. So gas up here in the Fond du Lac is 267. I think it said 267. I'm going on almost a half hour now. I'm in Fond du Lac. I'll turn the camera around real quick. I'm in Fond du Lac now. Just coming into Fond du Lac. And other than that, folks, I just thought I'd pop on real quick. Again, if anybody's in the area, Oshkosh, Neenah, Menasha, Green Bay, and you're looking for something fun to do, 7 o'clock, Houdini Plaza, Appleton Haunted History and Mysteries. $20 a person, and it's a 2-hour walking tour, and we talk about things in Appleton, Wisconsin you may never have known existed. I can show you the airport so high. I'm going to try though. Oh, I can. There's the Fond du Lac Airport right there. It's kind of like a cool view there. The sun, the rays of sun shining down. Very nice, very nice. All right. So that's going to do it for this live stream, folks. Happy Halloween again. I just wanted to stop by and wish you all a happy Halloween. If you are going out tonight and you're doing a party, and please be safe. Get a designated driver. Have an Uber or Lyft person take you and pick you up. And have a good time. And until the next live stream, thank you all, folks. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you, Matt, for commenting. I appreciate talking to you. Until the next episode, folks, or live stream, which will be Monday. I think it's Wautoma and Almond, Wisconsin. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what it is. Until the next episode, folks, I'm Yogi. Take care of yourselves. Be good to yourselves. Gosh darn it, be good to each other. I'm out of here.